live? I don't know. Yeah, we are live. We are live. Hello and happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Megan.
Thank you, Mom.
Much love to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that you are all having a wonderfully day full of love and
Romance.
loveliness.
Just dripping with romance.
Dripping with
I hope you're seeing everything through a cotton candy filter today.
That's awesome.
I hope that your furniture is draped with gauze and
Rose petals
yeah.
are before every step you take.
Yes.
Yes. Do we sound better? No. let me fix up my little camera there a little bit. Okay. Well, hello. My name is Lynn, and we are coming to you from L&J Goods in Medina, New York. And we are a little brick and mortar shop here in Medina. And you'll find us halfway between Buffalo and Rochester. And of course, you are watching us now live or on the replay, either on YouTube or Facebook. But we have got a fun little project here for you today, inspired by my daughter.
Why?
Well, I had like the thing thought of. This is driving me crazy.
The thing thought of, okay.
I kind of thought of it, and then you said, Mom, what about candy? Or like a heart candy box.
Yes.
And that would be so fun for Valentine's Day. I'm like, you know what? You're right. And so I drove to Walgreens and got us a lovely box of turtles.
The original caramel
The
nut cluster.
original Dr. Matt, who brought in some incredible pecan turtles.
It was Mary Jo Lo made them.
Mary Jo made them. That's right.
During the holidays.
We ate those things so fast.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to transform this pretty candy box, and it may be too late for you to do this for the person that you love.
But I bet if you're someone's husband, it's right on time because you're just realizing it's Valentine's Day.
Yes. We're going to transform that box. But if you want to do something for everyday romance, we're going to transform this paper mache box as well. So, Megan.
What? What can I do for you?
What are we using today?
You want me to list everything we're using?
Sure. Why not tell folks what we're using?
Well,
I'm going to flip the camera down.
It looks like you're using the Botanist Transfer by I.O.D.
Yes.
It looks like you're using a paper mache 8-inch round box.
That's exactly right. And let me show you that. We have those on our website in the collection list.
Some red and cream marbled paper.
Uh-huh.
Black I.O.D. ink, is that right? Oh, stone gray.
Stone gray I.O.D. ink.
Cashmere paint. Some Babbed roses.
Babbitt roses. Yeah. Okay.
What else? What am I missing?
We have the Botanist.
Did I say cashmere?
We'll need a little decoupage varnishing glue.
I would really love to see you use a different one because that has been out of stock for about 3 months.
Do you want to get me some fusion?
Yes.
Thank you. You can do that. And
Let's have some back.
Yeah, of course. And also, I just added these lovely millinery flowers to the website. These are just those beautiful little velvety paper and fabric and silk, old-fashioned ephemera. I've told Megan I am determined I want to bring back the romantic corsage. And I think we're going to include that as part of this whole thing today. These are little burgundy baby tea roses. They come in a set of 6. But again, those lovely velvet, beautifully aged, so pretty little millinery flowers. So we're going to use those. And I happened to find a big spool of old ribbon. And look at that. It's the perfect Valentine color. All right. And so Megan has put up a collection list. And, yeah.
I sure did.
Tell them where it is, Megan.
You can find it in the description below on YouTube or up above on Facebook, or you can go right to the drop-down menu at the top of our website under Featured on our live tutorials.
Mm-hmm. You know, I went to Walgreens to pick these up, and I spent $14.03.
Wow.
And
tomorrow you would have spent half that.
And then, I know, right? Seriously.
That's
why
what
didn't
all
I wait till tomorrow?
That's what all of you should do.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow and then get a bunch for next year. And then I got back with my box of turtles, and Megan said, Mom, you should have gotten 2 boxes so you could show the before and then work on the after. So I have literally spent $28.06 on 2 boxes of, how many are there in here? On 12 pecan turtles.
But you know what? I think like if you go tomorrow and they're all on clearance, it's a smart thing to do. I've seen people even take these boxes and fill them with like little crystals where the chocolates would go, or you could do different things so you could be prepared for next year.
You could. And I mean, I just love a little storage box too. I really do. Just something. Actually, you know what? Since we're talking about the love language of gifts, to me, there's nothing better than a gift within a gift. Yeah. So, I mean, you could write somebody a beautiful poem or a little love letter and put it in this box, and there you go. Like, who wouldn't love to get a gift like that? That's so pretty. And it's thoughtful. And, yeah, and you made it with your own hands. So, yeah. Okay, so here we are. This is how I'm going to prep this little piece right here. Because before I paint it, I want to make sure that I get rid of this glossy surface. And so the first thing that I did was I went over the entire thing with a sanding block. Here's my sanding block. You know, it's funny. I was just using it. Funny,
haha.
Is anybody doing anything wonderfully romantic today for Valentine's Day other than like laundry, work, cooking dinner for your family?
I do like to make it a little bit special.
I know you do. Well, when you were growing up, when my kids were growing up, I always made chicken and biscuits with heart-shaped biscuits. And that was our Valentine dinner every year.
And that's what I do still.
And heart-shaped cutout cookies.
Yes. Well, I didn't do the cutout cookies. I got some very special little ice cream truffles from our little lake effect in Lockport. They're very cute. But I have the stew for my chicken and biscuits is going at home right now.
Oh. Remember the days when chocolates came in the most beautiful, beautiful boxes? Oh my goodness.
No,
now, oh yeah, back in the 50s, 60s, just gorgeous, beautifully like velvet covered and flowers on them, and just so, they literally were like the epitome of romance.
Well, Fowler's in Buffalo, they still have like a really beautiful pink box.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
But Sally, I want to talk, I'm talking like, oh, those ones from the 50s and 60s, and now it's like you go, well, maybe because I went to Walgreens.
That's what I mean. Like
They're
if you
plastic.
go to like an actual chocolatier,
probably, yes.
Like they do a nice job.
But imagine filling this just with cookies, even.
Yeah.
That you make.
Just how about with diamonds?
Or diamonds. Exactly. How about a romantic DVD? Does anybody use a DVD anymore?
No. How about you just throw all your old DVDs in that box and say Happy Valentine's Day? A romantic DVD.
Like a romantic movie. Like for a date night. All right, fine. JR announced that we will be spending a romantic evening together watching The Sopranos. Too funny. All right, so what I'm using is Fusion Mineral Paint because it's got a built-in top coat, and I just think it plays so nicely with our I.O.D transfers. Now, this is first coat coverage. That's pretty doggone good, going over red and all of that print and those bold images. So let me put that aside and show you that these I have already. Which is the top and which is the bottom?
Cheryl, are you saying you'd fill that box with Advil and Tums?
Well, that's not a bad idea either. There it is.
I really love that.
That's so good. Happy Valentine's Day, Cheryl.
Imagine using that as your pill sorting box, and every day just opening up.
Instead of my little long Monday, Tuesday,
It would just
Wednesday.
make it so much more special.
All right. So this has 2 coats on it. And I also have a little red paint because I was painting with something red earlier. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start playing Ellen J. Scissorhands with the Botanist Journal. And let's take a look at this. I'm going to pull this aside so we can look at all of these beautiful parts. The last time I actually used this was when... Well, Michelle was here. Michelle Cook was here.
Yes.
And we did that beautiful bench. But there it is. It's 4 sheets. I love that. But when I began to look at this, I was thinking, now, let's take a look at the formation of these. And let's see if you see what I see. I see this piece right here and this piece. And to me, it's like when you put them together, they create a pretty heart.
Emma's on season 4 of The Sopranos. That's what
Are
they'll be
you
doing
Emma?
too.
Oh, Emma Ramos?
Yes.
Emma.
Is this your first watch through, Emma? I'm rewatching. Well, I just finished rewatching it. It's Mom's first time.
So let me, I'm going to go ahead and start to cut these.
Ellen J. Scissorhands, yep.
Yep, that's right. Emma, I need to reach out to you about that beautiful pillow you ordered. We were off on our inventory, and but they're on their way. So you'll be getting that a little bit later. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut look at already, it's looking like a heart. So cute. And I love these colors too, Megan. I get really excited about this kind of stuff.
They are very romantic colors.
So romantic. So when I am cutting a transfer, what I want to do is find a Sharpie.
Del Rey said she loves the vintage boxes. My dad had a bar or restaurant, and during Valentine's Day, he had all the big and little boxes of the chocolate boxes you described. As a little girl, I would be in there and wonder if he would bring one home for my mama and me.
Oh my
We are
goodness.
a small community, and men would stop and get their wives a box of chocolates.
That is so
That's actually very
sweet.
smart because they probably were going there for happy hour.
Yeah, right.
And we're like,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
that was
happy
a
hour.
very smart business move on your father's part, actually.
I know, right? Okay, I want to show you how I decide where to cut and how to cut a transfer. What I want to do is I want to look at the place that makes the most sense and where I want to cut off so that I'm retaining like a whole piece. I don't want to just cut this way. So if we look at this right here, I would bring my scissors in and I would, and hopefully you guys can see this and it makes sense. I'm going to outline, I do this right on top of my, my carrier sheet here. And I'm going to kind of go right around these leaves. And I don't have to worry about this because obviously it's all white on the background. I use this when I'm separating elements that are connected to something else. Okay? And I want to make sure that I'm getting whole elements or something that I can easily like put together with this other part. All right, so let's go in then with our little snips. I love these little snips, Megan.
The little Tim Holtz snips,
Yep.
the little bitty ones.
Yep, they're so good for fussy cutting.
Fussy cut.
Fussy cut.
It's one of my favorite
And so
phrases.
right here, where these two elements join together. See my black line? I know that I want to trim right around that leaf. It just helps me to remember where I want to cut. And if I'm laying this out like on a big piece of furniture, it does help me when I kind of mark out my cut lines.
Linda is celebrating 52 years of Valentine's celebrations.
Oh, that's
amazing.
So sweet. Okay, so now we can look at these and see that we have those two pretty heart shapes. Okay, we can see that. Let me lay it on here. And we can easily overlap these because then they will.
Cheryl said, okay, you just blew my mind.
Why? All right, so right here, because these aren't going to join together like this, what I want to do is I want to kind of get an idea of how I want these to lay out. And then here, I don't want like a part of a leaf overlapping all of this. So once again, what I want to do, I just lift this and maybe I'll want to cut right here. So then when that overlaps, it'll look like it's just all part of the bouquet and not some squiggly weird, glossy. It'll be better in a minute, you guys. Okay, so I just keep the backing on that, and now I will trim right here where I created my line.
Hey, Sandy.
This is so helpful when you are piecing transfers together. I'm going to be demonstrating that on an upcoming project video. But look how that goes together there. If you can, you'll see it better when I actually get it off of here. But because I trimmed around these leaves, it kind of overlaps this, and it makes more sense. It's just a more cohesive look. All right, so let's take this off the backing and very carefully lay this on. I'm not going to press anything down yet. All right. Because what I'm trying to do is just get a good idea of the position here. But don't press it down, because if you press it down, you know what's going to happen. It's going to stick. All right. And I'm going to kind of center that. And what I'll do is, now that I've gotten my position, let me put this back under here.
Stephanie said that heart you're making would look good on one of those old-time mirrors you make with the spray paint.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What's that?
I don't know, but I agree. But I agree.
Wow.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Okay, so let's grab a little bit of tape. My blue tape, wherever it is. I don't know. But we won't worry about it, I guess. Okay, so let me, since the lower one is the one that we want to overlap, I want to put that one down first. This is where, if I had my tape, oh my gosh, it's so easy. Where the heck did I put my tape?
What tape? Your blue
like
tape?
blue tape, yeah.
Well, I'm sure we have more.
I was using it. And there's none there. Sorry, you guys. Oh, there it is. Right in my drawer, right where it should be.
Honestly, you could crackle over this.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it? But we're going to use a crackle stamp today.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, that's right.
So what I want to do is I want to raise this up just a touch. I'm going to tape this in place, and then I'm going to pull my paper out from underneath, that backing sheet. All right. And then it's going to stay in position where I want it. All right. Actually, I think I want to move this down just a little bit. Let's do that. And we'll go ahead. Lynn Brundage.
Hello there from Extending Grace. Who is it?
Hey. Is it Susan? Is it Devin? And then we'll go ahead and start applying this transfer.
Hello, Miss Leah.
This would also be fun if you use some of the script or the type in there. I'm going to keep this pretty simple because we'll be using those other parts on our round box too. So easy. When you have prepped appropriately and you apply to a clean, dust-free finish, and again, Fusion works well with transfers. If you are using Debbie's DIY paint, you'll definitely want to seal that chalk paint first and let it dry completely. If you are decoupaging under a transfer, you want to seal your paper, your decoupage, and let it dry completely.
It's Susan from Extending Grace.
Hi, Susan. I had a feeling it was Susan.
And note, this is not a new I.O.D. release. This is the Botanist. This has been out for a while.
The Botanist. Where's my little...
Oh, mirror effect spray paint.
Oh, yeah. Funny, I was using that today.
I was just going to say that.
I was
very
using
funny.
that today for something. There we go. Oh my gosh, just look at that already. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. Now I can take my other piece and I can overlay it. Now what I'm seeing here is that I'm going to have a little, well, let me see. Maybe I can make it work. I think I can.
Hey, Peggy.
I think I can. All right, and then I'll press that down. Oh my gosh, isn't that the prettiest thing? Megan, this is so pretty.
Very pretty. Aren't you glad you did something a little romantic today?
I really am. I mean, honest to goodness, who wouldn't love to get a little gift all wrapped up? I would love those Dr. Met turtles.
Well, you're about to get them.
I've
In a
got
beautiful
two
box.
big boxes of them. Not two big boxes, but...
Sally sent me some very cute little Valentine's jammies.
Oh, that's so
That's
sweet.
And you know what's funny? I asked her, did she buy matching ones for herself? And she said she did not. But then the next day, she got the same ones from her mom.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Oh my
Isn't that funny?
Yes.
So we do have matching.
That is pretty neat.
Hey, Deb Bird.
Deb. So you guys are going to get 2 videos this week. You're getting a little bonus video, which I talked about, which will be how to create this little box. I did it in a heart shape. And when we share some thoughts about what romance is and what our love languages are. But I'm showing how to do this with, if you don't have vintage items, I wanted to show how to create this little box. That video, I'm hoping, will go up tonight. I'll send you a link in the text group. But super cute, super fun, super fast little project video. And then Friday, I'll be sharing a vlog style as I'm talk about what we did our day off and also sharing some little projects that we did for the cottage.
Deb, I bet Neil is very romantic.
He was romantic with you and those Cheetos.
Well, they were for Deb. It's because it's what she loves.
Oh.
That's why I know he's so romantic.
Look at this, you guys. Now, if you laid this out and it wasn't quite matching up the way you wanted it, you could always come in you could snip out, just snip out a little like rosebud or, a little cluster of flowers, and you can make it work. This is my favorite way to use transfers. So let's just go ahead and add a little more. So we've got more of a point down here. But as long as you cut out those elements, like each individual element, it's going to work, Oh, now see, I feel like it needs just a tiny little trail of leaf.
Delray, your order did go out. It looks like it should arrive on the 17th via USPS.
So let's just add a little more down here just to fill in this space. But you can take apart all of these transfers. Cut them up.
Someone asked when the new I.O.D. release is going to be. Who even said there's going to be one?
Well, my goodness. We always know there's something that's going to come from I.O.D, right? They do. They're pretty like clockwork as far as when their releases are coming. So I would say, you guys, it won't be too long. I have been busy working on some projects for that release. And
so there is a release. You're admitting it.
Oh, did I say that? Oh my goodness. Yes, but I have no idea when. I haven't been given an official date. All I got to say is you better stay tuned.
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, but I'm really loving that little viney bit there. See that? What?
Joey wishes you would show the ones. Show us what you're making.
Yeah, right. Oh no.
She doesn't even know. What she does is she makes a video where she pretends to put a transfer on a dresser, and then after the release comes out, she superimposes it.
Yeah, right.
Dresser.
Yeah. So I'm just filling out this and filling in a little space here, but I don't want a lot of pattern here. I'm just using these, just cutting out a few little tendrils here and there. Yep. And are there ever some tendrils?
Neil got Deb a dozen yellow roses, a sweet card, and raspberry chocolates. And I bet he wrote a thoughtful note in that card. Oh, Neil.
Oh, Neil.
Oh, Nina's opening her frozen Charlotte kit right now.
Yay, Nina! So exciting.
And she's making his favorite dinner, barbecue chicken, potato salad, and green beans. That's nice.
Oh. So let me fill this out just a little bit. Oh, so pretty. And I might come back to that and add just a touch more of something, but isn't that beautiful? That is, to me, is so beautiful. Okay, so let me take all these little bits. I save all of these. If you've got these little pieces and parts, go ahead and put them into an envelope and tape them on the inside of your transfer pack so that you have them to use for another project. All those little parts and pieces are so good.
Every bit and piece matters.
Every bit and piece matters.
It can go in a journal even.
Oh, yeah. I use these in journals. I really do.
Oh, I know you do. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen you do it.
Let's do something on the top of this. I do want to remove this lettering. The Botanist. And, oh, great, yeah. Without getting a complete, like, protractors and everything else out. I'm just going to guess
Is that something you do sometimes? You get protractors out?
No, never. But I do want to get this a little bit centered here, so let me lay this out. It looks great. Looks good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to put everything in pretty boxes.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be lovely?
of course.
This would hold a beautiful little cake.
Yeah, any kind of like cookies or something like that.
The Botanist. I can
Leah
still.
said cellophane envelopes are perfect for saving bits.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm going to line this up. Now, if I was doing a piece of furniture or like an important piece, I would definitely be measuring and marking and using a little chalk so that I have everything lined up beautifully. But a lot of this lettering is going to get covered.
What is Jair watching? What's that?
I don't know, probably something race car related, gun smoke. I can tell you
Seems
what
like
he's
it's
not
kinda
watching.
hooked up to surround sound.
I can tell you what he's not watching is something like When Harry Met Sally or
Right. When a Man Loves a Woman.
what's
Pretty Woman.
Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Yeah. Yes, Joey says pretty boxes are a great way to hide all of my Ellen J. Goods crafting projects.
Yay, yes. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we're going to try to piece some of these other bits around here. Let me see. I did not pre-plan this, but I do love that ribbon. I hope there's a way that I can use that ribbon. I just think it's so pretty. Let me see. Yeah, I might not be able to. Unless I go this way. Sorry about that, you guys. Nope, I don't think so. I'm not going to use that ribbon. But you know what I'll do is I'll make sure I save all of this oval shape and I'll be able to put that on something else. All right. So I'm going to be very careful about how I trim out all of this business here. So let's go ahead and right now, because I want to save this ribbon, I'm going to kind of cut around that ribbon. Hey Karen, I will use this for another project. And I'm going to just trim right off here at these violets. Because I definitely want this part saved. And let's go over here. Let me do this again. I think what I'll do is I will trim. Let me trim around this. Like that. And then up here, I'm going to go ahead because I don't know how this will be used yet, but let me just go around this rose right here. Because the ribbon goes back behind it, I want to be able to save that. And then up here, we'll go.
You are such a wild woman with those scissors.
Around this rose. And so when I take this off, we'll put that aside, we'll put that aside. So what you can see when I take that off, I'm still retaining this beautiful oval shape, right? So let me do this one, and then I can just put it aside and know that I can use any of the rest of this that I want to. So I'll do this. I hope this is making sense, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. But see what a pretty like swag and oval this is, and I didn't have to like cut it apart and ruin it. And there you go. See, then I have all of this left that I can use on something else. I can put a JRB Easter bunny in there or something, you know, which would actually be really
That would
cute.
be very cute.
Really,
yes.
really cute in that. Take
Yeah.
a note.
That's
Very cute. All right, so save this. All right, now we're going to piece together some of this, and I think I might, if I have enough, I'm going to use this blue all around the top of my box, and I think that I will use the roses on the outside. So let's separate those.
terrifying with the scissors. I know how.
You guys, what do you think I'm going to cut myself?
Or a picture of Megan, Leah suggested.
That would be beautiful.
Oh, Neil reminded Deb that he also gave her a bottle of wine.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I'm cutting these apart. I'm going to put all of my little bits, I'm going to separate here, and then we'll throw them all back together and see where we need to trim and cut and piece together.
Yes, Deb, me too. She said it reminds her of the fireplace screen you did.
Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That was with the what is the black and white one with the red lettering is what I did with that. Transfer.
Because I forget because the name is different than the word that's in
I
red.
know. It says
So it always
Cosette. Is it Cosette?
Oh, they're all right here now.
Yes.
It's called cassette, but the word is
Ornamentias.
in huge letters, and then cassette is in tiny white letters, swallowed that black background. Yeah, that's one where I would accidentally ship people Cotswolds.
Yeah, right.
Several times, I think I did that.
You did?
Yes, Mom. You knew that at the time. I think you did it too. They look very similar, and the letters are similar, and they came out, I think, at the same time. Oh, that's a good idea. Deb said it would be cool to have a fireplace screen with replaceable panels, like the shadow box.
That's what we have now, Deb. That's exactly what we have. They're made mine now. The red damask one with the recycled paper is one that he made. Okay, let's look at here where I cut this piece out. I want to make sure that I don't have this funky rounded, these weird cut marks on any one of these pieces. So I'm just inspecting each of them to make sure that if I were to lay this on something on its own, it would look like it was meant to be that way.
Al said, does Neil have a single available brother asking for a friend?
Oh, Al. Thank you so much, you guys. We had 3 more people sign up this week for our retreat. Cannot wait. Oh, cannot wait.
Yeah, very exciting.
All right, so anywhere where see, I'm chopping out those little bits of like the twiggy parts that I cut off, or I'm going to go around that flower there.
Delray said, I think it would be cute on a vintage round mirror. Those ones that hang with the chain.
Wouldn't it? It really would. Okay, so let's work on the top real quick of this. And how are we going to address this situation? Because they're not perfectly round. So I'm gonna kind of pleat, or I'm gonna break these up into smaller bits. That's what I'm gonna do, so that they'll go around the outside. I just want to make my...
So that, what are the approximate measurements of the heart box? She said, if I bought the turtles, I'd feel obligated to eat them.
Well,
so
yeah.
thinking I could use the paper mache heart box. Or don't you have someone you could give them to?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little wreath all around this with all of these little parts. Well, I cut off a little bit of my leaf, so there I made a new leaf shape out of that. I go under here. So I think we're going to be able to make it work and make a beautiful little twiggy wreath all around the top. So I'm going to start with this one and get that on there. And yes, it's going to overlap the letters a little bit. That's okay. I don't mind if they're in the background.
Karen said, I just acquired a very old wood oval mirror. It's brown, of course. Would you paint that frame? Maybe a light green or white?
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. I'm not opposed at all to painting a frame. You've seen, I have tons of painted frames. Okay, and we're going to... Shirley brought us each a little box of chocolates.
That's
today.
really what got us going on
Yes,
this,
it was. Yes. It really was. Okay, let me see. Kind of being mindful of this circle, this viney shape, and keeping it about the equidistant from that outside edge. So it comes about, maybe about an inch or so.
So pretty.
But you know, look at when you take it apart, all of a sudden it's like, okay, yeah, I have pink and I have blue, you know?
Yeah.
Got two completely different looks. And I'm just going to continue to build. Yes, I'm using my fingernails as tools.
So what?
We're not supposed to do that.
We are?
No. It'll destroy them. Okay, I think I got this guy. We're going to move this up. I'm going to snip. And let's do a little fancy action here. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. I snipped this. So I'm going to do this part.
Betty's love took her to have her blood work done today. Tonight he's cooking ribeyes, and he has a gift. And I have something for him. We'll exchange after dinner tonight. Wow. Beautiful. Hey, Patty.
So kind of putting these little twiggy parts in wherever I can to kind of create a little background there. Oh my gosh. How pretty is
It really
that? Whoops. So pretty. It just makes me laugh. It really does. Makes me giggle with delight. Giggle with delight.
Wow.
How pretty. And I'm going to fill this out a little bit more up here, just with a little extra snippet. It kind of went a little weird there, but that's okay. It's okay. It's going to bother me, but it is what it is, right? Oh my gosh, I just think this is so cute. And let me pop that right there. See where it went a little flat there? I should have cut it into one more piece, but that's okay. But Lynn, you're covering up all the letters. It's okay.
Not one person was upset about it.
Really?
Yep.
I'm glad. Let's cut out these words. And we're going to add those. Just going to cut these into strips. We're going to put those around the outside. No, they might not all go together and make perfect sense, but I don't mind. We just want the look of them on there. Hey Shirley, could you do me a favor? I want to just put these kind of, around the outside edge. Oh wait, what does that say? The world seems to have discovered something, something, something. I don't know. That's a kind of a pretty saying.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. You really, it has a real ring to it. Can you say that again?
Mm-hmm.
Something, something, the world.
I'm going to save that. But even if you could... See how I'm just kind of... I want to put these right around the outside.
All the way completely?
Well, I don't know that it's going to all go around, but you can...
Laura said, I've been saving my Botanist transfer for the right project, but now I want to cut it up and use it on smalls like you're doing. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So, like, these can go, like, on another section of it. Mm-hmm. All right.
Cheryl said, I need to go lay down. Your creativity exhausts me. Plus day 2 of taking down my winter decor. That'll do it.
The creativity exhausts you? Oh, my goodness. Cheryl. I'm so sorry if I've made you tired.
I mean, save these videos for bedtime.
Yeah.
Is your iPad working? Dare I ask? Dare I ask?
Okay, now let's see if we can make some sense of these pieces. If I did that, and I'm going to just quickly tape these into place. And let me cut. Whoop, my hands are going every which way. I'm sure there's some kind of math that I could do with this as well to see if I could make this all go around the outside in perfectly even or odd. Whoop, whoop. Nope, you guys, I'm telling you, I did not pre-plan this. Let's just hope this swag makes it around.
Rebecca and I are really obsessed with us playing euchre again.
Oh, good. I'm obsessed too.
That was really fun.
Okay, and that.
I'm like, so should game night be a euchre tournament for Campbell and Jacobs?
Right. Okay. And then with this one, I'm going to add a little more to this.
Happy Valentine's Day, Wendy.
Like, I'll need to fill in that little space right there. So let me tape that down.
Don't forget, Mom crafts on the fly like this because she has to.
What do you mean?
Like, people are amazed at how you just come up with things, but when you are, like, under pressure and you have to do it, it's amazing what you can come up with, right, Mom?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Castings from the latest rose mold would be pretty with these, I agree.
You know what would be beautiful with this? My rose resin casting would be beautiful.
Do you want these all to touch? Or
No, they don't have to touch. No.
because you only have like 2 more pieces. And,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
Because I can always, you could always stamp the edge of it. You could put a contrast band. You could decoupage something on the edge of it.
Cheryl's iPad is working perfectly.
Beautiful. So happy to hear that.
Yes.
Of course, here I am taking on 2 projects where I could have made this a nice, quick 30-minute something.
I know, and you
what
were
have I
then going
done?
to try to show those other things that you were working on.
Yeah, well, so
No,
much for
not gonna
that.
happen. Not going to happen. That's okay. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Susan. I play for fun too, Deb, and some people play very seriously.
Does Deb know how to play euchre?
She said she hasn't played in years, but her mother's family takes it very seriously, she said.
A lot of people around here take it very
Yes,
seriously.
they do. Especially at the senior center.
Yes! And my mother who plays, like, how many times a week?
Yeah. We're just having fun.
Oh, that's for sure. This one's going to go under, but see, I taped this, and then I can easily keep these in the position that I want them, because I've got it taped there, and then I can remove the backing sheet.
How do we explain what euchre is? Do
card
some people
game.
compare it to like pinochle or
I don't know.
spades? I think is a similar
Isn't
kind
that
of
a big
game.
oops, and then I just pulled that right off. So let me line that up. JR, how would you easily explain what euchre is?
What euchre is?
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy.
Really explain it. I don't know.
What game would you compare it to? A similar? Would pinochle be a similar style of game?
I've never played pinochle.
Okay.
I mean, Pam said he never played
That's-
pinochle or cribbage.
Yeah.
Neither of which I've played, and if it's similar to it, I don't know why I'm not playing those games.
Yeah.
I love euchre.
Pam is Libby's mom. Libby is Jonathan's girlfriend. You've probably heard us mention. She helps us here sometimes. And she really leveled up our game night. She was a last minute addition, and
It was great.
it really was great. And now we're just completely, I hope you're listening, Pam. I know you're not because you're busy at your important job. But we will be rearranging our game nights around your schedule.
Exactly. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I'm not a great partner either, Sandy. But the fun thing about the way we played is that no one was stuck with me as a partner for more than one.
We
For
all
one
get
round.
stuck with each other.
You got you switch partners every 2 deals. So
Because we had more than we didn't have the right number of people just to.
but I think even if we did, I would still like playing that way.
Yeah, really.
I think it also helps avoid possible fights between husbands and wives
Yeah.
when you aren't forced to be partners with them the entire time. You bond with whoever your partner is. Ben and I were so proud. You did great. That is the Botanist transfer, Susan.
The botanist.
Canasta. Is that how you say it? I've never played that, I don't think. Is that the one with the little stones?
Okay, so see where these two didn't quite meet up. I'm gonna just take a little piece of something and lay that on there.
When I was growing up, they always played pinochle.
Pinochle?
Yeah.
So it's not that's not similar to euchre?
I don't know. I didn't play. I was
Oh,
a kid.
okay.
My grandmas, and that's what they all played.
Sandy said my husband and I play 3 games of cribbage every morning while having our tea and coffee.
Is that right? Oh
That
my
is darling.
gosh. Okay,
So pretty.
so isn't that pretty? Look at that, you guys. Okay, so I have a couple, like, see this little spot right here where they didn't quite join? What I'll do is just what I did before. I'm going to cut out a little bit of a rose flower here. I'm going to go around the leaves.
Those crazy woman with the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You see, I don't feel like I'm being that crazy.
Well, we all agree you are.
Okay, and then I'm just going to
Yep.
layer that right over that. Pretty. Right here is where I intended to lay it, and I did not. So we'll cut another one. Let's do this.
Oh my gosh, Sandy says, imagine you thinking you're invited to a party and you get there and find out you are a sub in a very serious group of euchre players. My husband knew and did not tell me.
No.
He knew how to play and I have never played in my life. I was traumatized.
You're
You'd
kidding.
be a dead man.
That is
Oh.
awful, Sandy.
That's
Can you bring him
horrible.
here so we can scold him properly? Unacceptable.
Honestly.
Oh, it's making me sweat just imagining.
But look what I layer over. As long as I cut out each of those little elements around the leaves and around the shape of the flower, I can lay it over anywhere, and I'm not going to have those cut edges that make it look like it doesn't belong.
Mary Zangerly's here. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
She said you're a wizard, Mom, making something out of nothing. I mean, it was a delicious box of chocolate turtles, to be fair. Sandy, I cannot get over that.
But that's just going to help me complete my swags. Lovely. I mean, it's going to be covered with the top anyway, but look how pretty.
I kind of want to do it.
Isn't that beautiful, you guys? That is so
Really?
pretty. So, and I still have so much left. But let me take my little crackle stamp.
Have you been taking videos of Jared's progress on my shipping area?
Not on the actual shipping area, but...
Oh, talk about making something out of nothing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been showing videos all along.
Well, I would like to do an episode like the style of MTV Cribs when I open my new, when I
Okay.
debut my new shipping area.
We're just going to add some crackle. And again, I'm not going heavy on this. I'm just kind of tickling the surface so that we got a little bit of crackle in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
These are the special little treats I got for it. Might as well show them. This is something you could put in a box like that, Mom.
Oh,
This is what I got for,
Although I wouldn't put I.O.D. in the freezer.
yeah, well, you never know. But look how pretty these are.
Aren't they beautiful?
They're from our little ice cream shop in Lockport. Isn't that cute?
They delivered those?
Well, my friend Katie
Oh,
picked them up
okay.
for me and delivered them to me.
That is so
I
sweet.
know. And I have a mystery gift card from Mills Jewelers, so who knows what
Oh my gosh.
what treasures that will bring.
Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put some stamps on the top. Some crackle bits. I would seal these all over with oh my gosh. I would seal these all over with
Oh yes, my shipping department. You're
Clear
not going to
poly.
believe what's going on.
you guys, if you're coming here and you've come to other camps, you won't believe
Yes,
the shop. The
that
back
is
of the shop.
that is fusion cashmere on the box.
Perfect. Perfect little rosy pink color. Let's quickly do this one and add a little bit. Like, I love this saying. I think I'm going to put this right over the top of this. This world seems to have discovered. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I have to put it on the edge. The world seems to have discovered that nothing about which infinite wisdom has designed to employ. Well, maybe it's not as romantic as I thought. We'll see. I might just add that around the edge. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Mom, what did you seal that with again?
I would seal this with like Fusion Matte Top Coat.
I'll add all of that to the collection for today so you can easily find everything she's using.
To me, this just makes it, that crackle bit on there, be pretty with gold too, wouldn't it? If it was crackled with a gold.
Or just actual crackle and then put gold wax like in the cracks.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you could do so much. I'm going to add this little saying around the outside edge. And then to top it off, I have our beautiful little, to me, this just is what makes it look like it's ancient and old. Let's see if I have my... Oh, I have my gold marble paper out, which...
Right here.
I think I would line the inside with that gold marble, and wouldn't that be gorgeous? Gorgeous. But I wanted to show you this. Be so pretty. And of course I should have had my glue gun.
Oh, Marie, I certainly hope you'll be able to visit us again.
Is he at Marie Kennedy?
Yes.
Oh, Marie.
Yes, with a silk ribbon bow.
And then I just am going to create a little bundled bow here.
Yes, this stamp is great if you feel a little challenged when it comes to crackling.
Exactly.
Have you tried like the actual pentart crackles, Annie?
My glue gun, but I will glue this down. My little,
Yeah, those marble papers are really nice, Betty.
there's a few different colors of
Mhm.
them. But
Yep, it's on our website. If you just look up marble papers, I did put some in the collection for today, but if you just put in the search bar marble and they'll come up.
But you guys, isn't that what takes it over the top?
Yes.
That look right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that is so beautiful. I think it's so beautiful.
Me too. I would wear it.
Yeah, for sure. So, and again, this was just some vintage spool of ribbon that I had. But you could use some tattered velvet ribbon or something like that. Oh my gosh.
That just reminded me that we can't forget to add those bow things that we forgot to add to that one Christmas order that we loved so much. Remember?
Mm-mm. No, I don't. But that's okay. We'll talk
No,
about
it's
it.
very important.
No, okay. All right. Well, there we go, you guys. That is our
that's so
project, and I'm going to add this around the outside edge. I will seal this completely, but we have two beautiful projects, and then a third with this frame piece that I cut out, right? And I'm going to decoupage. I swear I'm going to put a bunny in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a bunny in there.
Yep.
And then we still have all of this that you can use for smalls. So, I mean, don't think that you have to use a transfer
As is.
as is. No, don't think you have to use it just the way it is. Break it up, cut it up, use it in smaller pieces. It is gorgeous, and I've said it 100 times. We love the designs that I.O.D has as they are. The compositions are beautiful, but you can always take them apart. Think of them in elements like painterly florals. You know, you can take them all apart, all bits and pieces, and put it back together again onto smaller projects or lay them out completely differently. But thank you, you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Later tonight, I'm going to be sharing the YouTube video, a little edited video for this box, another little Valentine project using boughten, well, not vintage pieces. So we'll show you how to make this using, if you don't have a frozen Charlotte, if you don't have those brass wings, show you how to do that. And then Friday will be another video for you guys with a few more projects. And we will see you all live.
Are you going live Monday?
What is Monday?
President's Day.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Maybe I'll decorate an old Abe Lincoln top
We have all
hat
those
or something.
George Washington papers.
We do. Yes. I got those for Sandy. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you over on YouTube on that live video, or not on live, on the edited video, Friday and one tonight.
We won't see you, but you'll see us.
You'll see us. Bye, guys.